Ladies and gentlemen, battle in progress. We are joining Killer Marksman Invader, Mojax, for this battle. Now, tonight is a special edition of Replay Fever 10. I'm going to be trying to get through everything. So this might be like a 2.5 or 3 hour long video that I split up into a couple parts. It'll be like 10A, 10B, 10C. Because there's just, I need to get caught up on these replays. I got so many to go through, and everybody's like, hey, where's my replay? Where's my replay? I think on the last time I released it, I had like 5 people ask me where their replays were. Well, here they are. Mr. Eric, if you get yours to me in the next couple days, or Eric, or however you pronounce it, I'll make sure to get those up too. He was looking for his video, and I can't find it in my inbox, so I'm looking, but I was not able to find it. So tonight we're going to hit all of them. I have gone back to my old recording gear. If you don't notice a difference, that's okay, but some of you may notice that the audio sounds hopefully a little bit better. I'm using my expensive mic again because I want it to sound good, and the headset was too nasally sounding, especially now that I have it's spring and I've got my allergies going, so I sound real nasal, and the headset just accentuates that. So hopefully it sounds clearer and better and sharper. And
hi guys.
Seth says hi. Is that? Oh yeah. You guys are trying to drown me here. I have a glass of ice water, and Seth just brought me up another glass of ice water. I'll take it. Need to keep those boogers fueled.
Do you want to try to make a review of the Gear Up?
Gear Up.
You want to make a review of it?
So what we have going on right now is an E25 battle, and we're in a good position here. This is a great position for this tank. Hard to spot, but as these guys pop over the edge, it's well, unfortunately they're being smart and staying up, kind of hidden and back towards the back, which is what I do when I go up there too, because I don't want to get pegged by this guy sitting right here doing exactly what he's doing. So it's nice to be able to hang back and
that one didn't go through.
Oh, can he get that? I don't know. Nope. He's trying. Now don't forget this is a patch difference, so it's going to look a little funky. Because of that, the aiming looks a little different than what he's actually aiming at, I've noticed. Wow, so somehow they reversed it. Our guys got behind them, and now they're on the opposite side of the hill. Not a good position for either group to be in. Is your homework done, Seth? No.
Who's making all those?
Yeah. The artillery is panicking because they got Monsieur Panther coming up the back.
Attention! Attention!
All right, Seth.
What are you saying?
Yeah, they're...
Enemy armor is hit.
That's the hard thing with the E25. It's like Mitsu said in our little map review thing. He said the E25 is awesome except for
Enemy is hit.
you can unload the entire tank and then the enemy still has half their health. In fact, speaking of which,
Permission to engage. Target unlocked. Enemy armor is hit.
we are running very low on ammo. He's got 5 rounds left of regular ammo.
Who's this?
This is Killer Marksman Invader.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Nice.
Ah!
And he makes those last 3 count, right? So,
Permission to
oh,
engage. Target unlocked. We didn't penetrate their armor.
he's getting hit.
Kill.
What's hitting him? Oh, the
Enemy
Panther.
armor is destroyed.
He was looking the other way. Maybe there's another Panther coming up. Oh my gosh, so they got decimated. All they've got left is the Comet, the Tiger, and the E25. Not to be stupid, but my wife is yelling for my son. And to like
Target
set the...
acquired. Target unlocked.
So right now we have a very, it looks like it's going to be a bad news for this team. A bad news ending, but let's see what these guys can do. And we're all, well, he's got 23 rounds of gold, so that's a lot of gold to carry, man. But you know what? It's as long as you don't mind spending the money, you're going to be hurting financially. We'll see, though. We'll take a look at the stats after the battle and see what the take-home was.
School back your kid in.
All right, so base cap. So he's got a total of with the gold and the regular, he's got a total of 27 rounds left. That's not very many with this tank, and you know 6 of them are HE, so HE's not going to do much. He's got that Panther to a 6.
Target acquired. Penetration.
PIS is across.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged.
Well, at least with the gold, he's going to penetrate every shot, especially on that Panther with that soft armor. There he goes. IS couldn't get it done. IS is also getting hit.
Fire. Let's find another
Wow, I can't believe the IS didn't hit him.
ready to fire. Target lost.
Evening it up, coming from the rear. This is looking good. So now really, all that's left is tank destroyers, though there's some big ones. Oh!
We're low on fuel.
Ouch. Broke his gas tank.
What was it?
And he's moving in. We got the Comet firing from the hill. And he's just going to have to hold out, and hopefully these guys will be able to kill this dude. Interestingly, why isn't the Comet firing? There he goes. That's a shot from the Comet. Maybe the Comet is racked. But their triangulation here is perfect. They're in, I guess, what you would call an enfilade position. They're any enemy that comes in is going to be completely surrounded. So they've done a good job putting themselves in different quadrants. And I've never taken this route before. Maybe I should. Yeah, very smart move on his part. Yeah, he's trying really hard to stay up on the ground, so he's not. He's got 14 rounds left, then some HE, but the HE, once again, in this tank, it doesn't have much pen. You're not going to, you'll do like 5 damage here, 5 damage there. It's not going to save him. High explosive. Armor piercing, and APCR is armor piercing composite round. It's a different material. Oh, these guys are both looking up the hill. They don't know that they're about to both be taken out. Yeah, that was nice work. All right. It's perfect. Perfect for his gun. Yeah, it's let him one round, 1 kill, you know. That really, you need that when you're almost out of ammo. So now all they got left is the artillery. This went from a very desperate situation to, you know, if those 3 already had pushed across at once, not already, if the 3 tank destroyers had pushed across at once, that could have been a much different outcome. But these guys don't even know he's here. Look at this. He's got some great camo. Yeah. Top Gun. Awesome. Yes, he did. All right. Nice game. So this, of course, brought in a Super Unicum status. Started off slow, but man, what an ending. All right. So team score, E25. Top scorer obviously did over 3,000 damage. Ran himself out of ammunition. Oh, and he still made a profit, non-premium. That's pretty impressive, actually. He fired probably 12 or 13 rounds of gold, and the fact that he maintained income is that's pretty impressive. Now, I will say this: it seems like that map. There's 2 tanks that thrive on Malenkova. It's going to be this tank, and also the any of the scout like the fast scout tanks. It seems like both of those tanks do really well because it's a very open map. So the E25, just every single person so far that's sent me an E25 battle, it's almost always on that map. That's why, guys, if you send me E25 battles, if you got to mix it up a little bit, you may not see your E25 battles because I get a lot of E25 battles. So I try to pick ones that are going to be, either it's a user that hasn't submitted one before, or it's like a different map. So if you have submitted one from Malenkova, well, I'll look through them, but unless it's something like super special, I'm not going to show it. Or like I said, like in this case, Killer Marksman, this is his first submission, so I'm going to put this one up there because I want him to have a spot. So anyway, guys, let's move on to the next battle. All right, battle in progress. We're joining Liu Zhu and Ice. And as you notice, Ice has got 1 star, and Liu Zhu's got 2, so they love these tanks. And they're just going to show us what some IS-3 team working can do. Obviously, top-tier battle, which is my favorite. You're pretty much going to do good if you're in a top-tier battle, especially in the IS. IS-3, I apologize. It is the 3 model. But, yeah. The IS-3 is such a bully tank. Bully. Bully, bully. And I'm going to put up some replays later this week in the Lucky series. When I reviewed the Berlin Quartet and the IS-2 was the only one I couldn't really make work well. Well, like I said in the review, I thought that it probably was going to be a good team tank. And sure enough, running with Black Chicken, we just tore it apart. Look at all these guys aiming at him now that he did that. They're just going to sit here and side swipe, side scrape. Oh, yeah. Big hit, though. Who hit him for 400? Tiger P getting moved out of the way. Looks like our teammate Ice here is trying to look to go the other way. Oh, they got tanks behind them, too, so. Punishing the ARL. We got a pair of T-34s moving in on the rear and a Ferdinand. Nice. No damage hit. Say goodbye. Oh, KB3, Tiger 2. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on the other side here, so let's kind of keep an eye on both. T-43 is paying for that zoom out. So far, Ice hasn't taken any more damage. First big hit, T-29 gets a nice score on Liuzu. Or Liuxu. Liuxo? I don't know. Luzo. Oh, Ferdinand's pushing around. Luzo's hiding behind the Tiger P. He's using him for cover. T-29's getting beat up. That M45 is done for. But Luzo's coming over to help with this Ferdinand. They need to get this guy taken care of as soon as possible. And the T-34, that probably was a Ferdinand hit right there. Nice. Tiger P got the T-34. Oh, and Tiger P's history. Ferdinand's going to try to hide behind him, but no go. Nice. These guys are tearing it up. Can't believe Ice isn't dead yet. He's on that lucky 3%. Holy cow. I mean, think of the guys that they've gone up against. So it's getting easier, though. Now it seems the biggest tanks are gone except for that T-34 who pushed around. So they've done a good job really kind of smashing down the guys that they needed to kill. Ice gets another kill. T-150 is about to make number 3. Nope. Denied. But he will get the T-150. T-150 goes after the soft target. But it's too late. Now we got to deal with this T-34. Ice is going a little bit toe-to-toe with him, but he's hanging back and hiding. And the T-34 is now in trouble. Oh, yeah. Ice gets the shot off. So who gets the kill? Is it going to be Luxo? Oh, yeah. Nice. Nice fast battle. Good job. And so what we have here is a gorgeous layout of awards. Look at this. We got Fighter, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Bruiser, Brother in Arms, High Caliber, and a First Class Mastery Badge, which he seems to get all the time, along with 3 kills each. Right? Or was it 4? No, he got 4. Just very, very nice battle. And if we go by order, of course, these guys are monstrous scores. 3,500 damage and 3,400 damage. The 2 of them won that game. Though this T-34 did a great job too. These guys are all, even the Tiger P. I mean, this outstanding top half of the team just really made the game. So let's move on. All right, we're joining a battle in progress. Here we have Nads in the T-54. This is a tank that I am closing in on. I'm still a decent way away, but looking forward to this tank. Basically, I love the T-44. This tank is just better than the T-44, I guess. I think everybody agrees that it's better. So it's going to be a fun... Plus it gets a better gun towards the end, so... Nice shot. That was a great running shot. Nads is kind of our high-tier medium tank specialist. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Nads is just hanging out. Nobody went field, so he's not going to push across by himself, which I think is the smart thing to do. We've already lost a scout here. Kind of clearing out the way here. Getting back into camo. Do you blame him? T-21 is now moving out, lighting stuff up. View range, of course, is going to be a little bit of an issue. He has to pull out to get the view range he needs to shoot across. Nice hit. Oops. And the Jag Panther kills our scout. Sucks. So there goes all the spots. There you go. He's been trying to nick that T-34-3. Nope. I can't wait to get the T-54, man. I am watching this makes me excited about it. Uh-oh, now they're going to get spotted.
Our main gun is damaged. It's working, but not very well.
That was a nice shot. If you get a Type 64 and you get the crew with that module damage perk, they're nasty because they will damage a lot of modules. Panther M10 is a goner. Naz is moving back. So that's a smart move on his part. So scouts lit everybody up. But Muzzy is kind of finished. They got one tank left, and that was a VK 3001P, 3002P, and it wasn't looking too healthy last time I saw it. Waffentrager got into a very strange position. I don't know what that guy was thinking. But, okay. Not a spot that I would have gone with that big soft tank, but
Didn't penetrate their armor.
Waffentrager, of course, is now calling for help after
Enemy armor is hit.
putting himself into that position. It's like, what do you want, dude? I don't get that kind of stuff. I mean, you can call for help and try. He better not be raging. Wow, this game is not. They're not losing it, but it's not looking great either. It's kind of neck and neck. Actually, 6-6. So now they have many heavier tanks. Oh, not much damage though. Hey, T-20, I'll take it. His track absorbed most of that. He's backing off. SU-152 went out to go face to face with the Centurion. What kind of move was that? Oh my gosh, that kind of stuff. Once again, you're in a tank destroyer. Shoot and get out. Should be backing. But everybody plays differently, so that's what makes it the wonderful, wacky world of Tanks. Yeah, he's just gonna wait for that Centurion to get close. He knows there's other tanks waiting up there, so he's gonna give him a little T-54 surprise.
Enemy armor is damaged.
What the heck is that Su-51 doing? Really? I mean, how stupid are you? This is unbelievable, some of these guys. And I guess they're getting overrun either way, but that was nice. Guy was in the peripheral. Would probably serve the artillery a little better to fall back behind this ridge and remain fairly safe, though not totally safe. Type 59.
Penetration.
Sorry, I'm going to put the camera back on him. I forgot to switch it back.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Type 59 is going to go after the S-51. Bad move.
Track. Enemy is hit.
S-51
Acquired.
gets whacked.
There, drive off. Gotcha.
And so far, man, they're pushing in, but they're just not going to be able to do it.
Ready to fire.
Now, the rest of the team, what happened over there, man? My gosh. They're all jumping down the throat of whoever's over there. That guy's got like 8 tanks on him. The KV-4 ain't going to last long. 4 kills. So Naz is going to wait a little bit, try to get hidden. We kind of know where everybody is. The KV-4 took somebody out with him, right? No, he didn't. Okay. Yeah, he was double teamed. Can't do much about that. So let's see how Nads handles the situation. I'm kind of interested to see how he does it. I think he's going to go after the artillery first, actually. And if our artillery can kill one of them, they'll win. I don't think that's how it's going to go down. We're going to pick up speed a little bit. There we go. Nobody's spotted yet, so we're going to keep jumping ahead. And we'll slow down when we get close. Okay, we got a spot. And, of course, oh, T-54. I mean, T-54 moved in for the kill. So now he's got free reign to get to their base. Let's see. He says you're a kid. I love the World of Tanks banter. When it's funny and friendly. People are kind of jerks. It's disappointing, but he's like, oh, he's right there. And of course he's loaded, so look out. But nope. You just can't get it done. So Nads is holding out. Now, is he going to head back? Yeah, look at that. T-54 goes for the cap. He's going to have to make a beeline. It's going to be really close. Man, it's going to be close. Jag Tiger is almost dead. Jag Tiger has no idea what's going on. Like, didn't you think? I think he maybe thought he would come down to the river or something, but unfortunately Nads is spotted, so now this T-54 knows exactly where he is. And we're running out of time quick. But Top Gun so far, man. This would be a heartbreaker if he lost it. Let's pick up speed a little bit till we get to the next spot. Well, we know it's getting close. Sorry for the sniffing, guys. It's allergy season. Oh! Oh, and he whiffed!
Target acquired.
Oh my gosh, that was lucky. Lucky. You got luck. You lucked out, Nads. So what that all equates to is just yeah. Super Unicum status. All these great awards: Steel Wall, Defender, High Caliber, Top Gun. Needless to say, 5,600 damage. Dang it. 7 kills, 1,300 experience. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
Top Gun.
yeah, he did. Now 1,900. He did have to use some gold rounds, so he did lose money. But man, what a game! Nice job, Nads. All right, here we have Jethro in his T-34 standard Tier 5 medium tank. The T-34 and the Chinese T-34 were not my favorite tanks. Didn't hate them, but I didn't love them either. They're okay. They're a little sluggish. Decent armor. Actually, no, terrible armor. Decent gun. But the mobility's, it's not horrible, but it's not great. Funny thing is, I love the T-34-85. So for whatever reason, maybe that little bit of height that the turret gives you and little frontal turret strength, but doesn't mean that the T-34 standard is a bad tank. And, you know, got a cruiser.
Enemies hit. Penetration.
Poor cruiser too. Excelsior. Oh. The T-34 is one of the few tanks that the Excelsior can actually penetrate without using gold. Excelsior's gun is just that bad. I guess the Matilda's 4, the Matilda 4's gun is worse, but the Matilda 4 at least has some serviceable armor when you're downhulling. And the Excelsior has terrible side armor. But the frontal armor is not bad. But it won't be around long, that's for sure. It's probably not going to make the next year. It'll be removed from the game at some point. Just like most of the Tier 5s are going away, probably. I imagine all of them.
Penetration.
No, the Excelsior.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Well, it's a pref
Armor
matchmaking
is hit.
Tier 5, and they're getting rid of all the pref matchmaking tanks, so they will not be available any longer. Looks like the team is going to pot, though. Yeah, he's not doing bad, huh? Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I didn't like mine either. Yeah, it's an easy tank to die in, that's for sure. It doesn't have a lot to it. It's all soft armor. We know where Jethro's going. He's like, you know what? And what cracks me up is this is unprovoked. It's not like they hit him or something, you know. Usually, I don't care about artillery unless one of them hits me, and then I try to go after them. At least it's in the back of my head, like, hey, I'm gonna get some revenge. Oh, this team. They're not gonna wait. They're gonna die. They're all gonna die off before you can actually pull it off.
Ready to fire.
Or maybe not.
Armor is hit. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Rubbed to death. You massaged that one. Methinks Jethro was from Canada. Here's number 2, M. Stewart. And we have the Sexton 2 and SU-122A.
Target acquired.
Up for breakfast.
Penetration. Got him. Target acquired. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy
Sexton 2
armor is destroyed.
didn't stand a chance, and that's it for the artillery. Jethro now has 5 kills. He's going to have to get 4 more. Some of them are big ones. T-28. Yeah. T-28 and the T-34 share the same gun.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
T-34 can fire it a hair faster. A lot of guys like the T-28 because it gets that gun, but I found I could just not make that thing work. Usually when I see a T-28, I'm salivating and chomping at the bit, waiting to have it for dinner. So, but once in a while they'll surprise you. You get a good player in one of them, and all right, he needs to make 3 kills. 2 are going to be hard. 1's going to be easy. Depends on what kind of condition the 2 tier 5s are in.
Acquired.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
Penetration.
Oh, he lucked out.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy
Oh
vehicle
no.
destroyed.
Well, that's 1 down though. Churchill 3 is going to be a bit of a problem.
Ready to fire. Enemy is hit.
Oh, but no damage.
Track.
He lucked out there.
Armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit. Penetration.
Oh no.
We've lost half.
Oh, he's lost his engine. Oh, is he going to fix it? Fix it up. Come on, man. Fix it.
Let's go.
Where is the Churchill? We know it's around there somewhere. Why hasn't he attacked? What's he doing? Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Fire.
He's freaking full health. Oh.
This vehicle is had it.
Well, Jethro, you tried. Really, that was quite an effort at the end there to try to save things, but so close. That is quite an achievement right there to get a mark of excellence, and he did it in a loss. Shows you. Here we got a Pashushis, Radley Walters, Defender, High Caliber Top Gun, Duelist, Fire for Effect. And, of course, if we look at the list, he was, of course, the top scorer with almost 2,000 damage in a Tier 5 tank. What a depressing loss. 37,000 income. Actually, almost 38. Well, yeah, 37 and a half. So, my hat's off to you. That was a very nice game. Good job. All right, let's move along. Battle in progress. Oops, I'm going to get going here. This is Max Mauser. I believe his name's Eric. He is showing us his stuff. Here we have the Kehoe. As you guys know, this is one of my favorite underdog tanks. Most people don't know about it. It is a great Tier 4 light tank. It is not a scout tank by any means. It's a light tank. It's a decent sniper. It actually reminds me a lot of a turreted 38T, Marder 38T. It's just got a great gun. And you're going to see here why I love this tank, especially on a Tier 4 battle. This tank excels. But you've seen me on Tier 5 rocking this tank, so it can do, you know, Tier 4 and Tier 5 very easily. Tier 6 is a little bit of a stretch, but that's true of any Tier 4 tank. All right. And I'm sorry, my wife is out of town, so I have all the kids. He's firing. Oh, he's getting them. Look at this. I don't even see the enemy. So he's taking pot shots, but he's hitting them. So I have all the kids. My wife is gone for the week. She's visiting a friend in Pennsylvania. And so it's crazy talk here. So Max can see here that things are falling apart over in the valley. Though it looks like it might just be the Grant that's there, but the Grant's an easy kill for the Kehoe. You like that water? Here's Mater again. He wants he wants the tank to go in the water. In typical Mater fashion. Go in water. Go in water, Daddy. Go in water. But then when I do, he's like, don't go in the water. So far, things aren't going so good in the city, it looks like. Though, I don't know, it's pretty even right now. They're two ahead on us. However, we have the, now they're, 4 ahead on us. That's not good. So once again, I apologize for the sniffles. It's been a problem for the last 2 weeks. When the pollen hits, I get hit pretty hard. Oops, MP3 Lee is now killing their artillery. Oh man, the odds. Look at this. And the Grant has snuck back in behind. Missed. Lucky.
Target acquired. Enemy armor is damaged.
Oops.
Enemy is hit. Ready to fire.
And he's got to watch because he's got the Lee over here, so we got these two turretless
Enemy armor
turd
is hit.
tanks.
We did
Oh.
scratch them.
How does Eric get out of this one, man? This is going to be nuts if he can do this. These guys have decided not to cap. They want to just crush the enemy team. Now they're capping again. Oh my gosh.
Target. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
So we have Eric here. He's all by himself. He's in the Kehoe. He goes after the Artie. That's what I would do. Forget the cap point. You're not going to stop 8 tanks. Just go for the Artie. He's got almost no health left. What a cool little tank. This thing is the Kehoe, like I said, it's definitely one of my favorite little tanks, and it's a winner on any day for me. Cool tank. And they go back to start capping again. We have a Valentine over there. Now the Valentine on tier 4 is a decent tank. It's not very good. Oh,
Target acquired. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged.
let's get back
Gotcha.
in cam here, in game cam.
Ready to fire. Target lost.
Birch Gun's got some decent camo to disappear that fast.
Target acquired.
Oh, risky. But what are you going to do?
Target
got-
unlocked.
Oh,
Target acquired. Enemy armor
once
is
again, because it's a different version of the replay,
Got him.
the reticle is not going to be right on where he's aiming, so it looks funky like he was totally missing, but he actually wasn't. He was aiming. Oh man. And so, you know, thankfully the Valentine is, whoa, bad news.
Target acquired.
Keep moving. Oh. Once again, the accuracy nerf. Now he's looking where he's driving, so I've taken over the camera. T-28's a pretty big tank against this tank, and it's got a fast-firing gun, especially considering he has no health. But he's going to have to do something about that guy eventually. But I think he's doing the right thing running away here. He's up to 4 kills. T-28's receding. He's heading back, looks like, to the flag, and we're actually capturing the flag at this point. I'm not sure what happened to the other 2 tanks. The Electro does not know.
Ready to fire.
That Max is here.
Critical hit.
He does now.
Let's find another target. Ready to fire.
Oh no. Oh no.
Penetration.
Oh, lucky.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Wow.
Vehicle destroyed.
Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Target
Oh.
acquired.
Ooh, oh, he's using that derp gun. Big mistake on his part. That derp gun on the Electo is a little slow firing.
Enemy is hit.
The Electo's a good R tank. It's not so good with that slow bullet. See how slow that bullet goes? It's like 10-mile-an-hour bullet,
Enemy
man.
armor is hit.
Let's make it a Top Gun while we're at it. T-28's firing from across, but he's going to have a hard time hitting Mr. Eric. And the Valentine just does a huge hit on the T-28. Eric Smart is going
Ready
to...
to fire.
And
Knocked out.
T-28 destroyed. That is 7 kills. Holy cow. Where the heck is the Hetzer? They had no idea that they were up against the Kehoe. And you know what? Here's the thing. Most teams are not going to recognize the threat until it's too late, because the Kehoe is just not played. So when a Kehoe actually shows up, people don't know what to do with it. And I'll show you in a second the reason why. Well, I might as well talk about it because we're not in game right now. We're just doing replays. So in the tech tree, the main line of tanks for the Japanese tanks goes right up the median line. So you're looking at the Chiha, the Chihi, whatever the other one is. I can't remember the third one, but that's the standard line. It doesn't go through the Kehoe. You have to go 3 tanks out of the way to get to the Kehoe. You have to do the Kenny. Oh,
Target acquired. Penetration.
too late for the Hetzer.
Enemy
Oh,
armor
make
is
it 8.
destroyed.
So nobody, unless they really want to go out of their way, goes into this line. So what ends up happening is most people are very unfamiliar with the Kehoe. Most tankers have never seen a Kehoe before. And so they have no idea of the amount of damage that this tank can dish out. It's such a fast firing gun, and it does 70 or 80 damage every time it hits. On a tier 4 battle, this is just, as you saw, he got 8 kills. So if you haven't checked out the Kehoe, it's time you do. It's literally one of the best tanks per tier in the game. Same thing, I feel the same way about the Martyr 38T. The Matilda, of course, is excellent at tier 4, but there's something about the Kehoe's size and its mobility that allow it to really function as an amazing tank on tier 4 and even tier 5. It's really, I've taken out, you saw, if you go into my Lucky's channel, hi. If you go into my Lucky's channel and you watch, there's a Kehoe battle that I have where I kill with help, but I completely take down a KV-1 by myself, and I kill 2 M4s. This tank is so underrated. So anyway, thank you, Mad Max, Mad Max Mauser, for sending that in. That was a great battle. 8 kills is nothing to sneeze at for sure. Obviously, the top scorer on the team, and of course, look at the. Of course, just what a great game. I mean, just amazing. So, all right, next game. All right, here we have Lando Calrissian and his 76i. Give me 5, John. All right, my 2-year-old wants a 5. Give him a 5. Ask and ye shall receive. I contacted Eric and explained to him, sadly, that his replay that he sent me was too old for me to play. And so he sent me a new one with a newer version. So he wanted to show me how he plays this tank. He plays it very differently than I do when I'm driving his. Man, I would love to have one of these. Oh, if it ever comes up again, it'll come up with a package of gold. It'll be like $50. Could have got it, what was it, $8. Oh, I'm so cheap. I'm also broke, though, so it's, as you guys know, running your own business has not been a walk in the park. For me, anyway. All right. And the enemy, as you know they would appear, they do appear. And the S-35 is going to walk right out into this.
Penetration.
Oh! And he can't back up because the PZ-2 is behind him and cost him a second hit. Looks like the M2 medium is going to sneak up on the side. Oh, Cruiser 3 gets hammered.
Enemy is hit.
H-35. Poor fella.
Vehicle destroyed.
Panzer 2.
Penetration.
Yeah, try again, buddy. Cruiser 1 coming around the front. He's going to pull right into the view. Oh, what was that?
He said he's drawing him a little baby.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Daddy.
Time to finish off that S-35. There he is. Oh, and he sneaks away. You got 3 tanks moving in. Cruiser 1 can't do a thing. Goodbye.
Harbor is destroyed.
It's funny because this tank looks so much smaller than the Su-85I, but it's the same exact size. Just has a smaller gun and less armor and less mobility. But it's the same size exactly as the S-30 or the S-85I, Su-85I.
They're knocked out.
The benefits of being a tank destroyer. The Lando isn't using any camo perks, so interestingly enough, they still didn't know he was there. It was Tetrarch. Tetrarch will do some damage. It has a decent gun. But if I were to pick which tank I would want to be in, it would definitely be the Su-76I. Oh. Goodbye.
Enemy harbor is destroyed.
Still, he got some good hits on it. Somebody's asking, is that premium? Yeah, it is tied. You're right, Cha. Not anymore. Now they're winning.
It looks like the good guy keeps the rewards.
For those of you that missed out on this tank, once again, this tank was only available for a day and a half. They made no mention of it. Nobody knew it was coming out. It showed up in the premium store for a day, and then it was pulled the next day. So anybody that bought it got to keep it, but they took it away from everybody else. There was... they felt like it was too overpowered, and as you can see here on tier, it's pretty powerful. It doesn't have a lot of health though, but it's a decent tank destroyer, and it just did not fit their thoughts on how a tank destroyer should be. Though I think there was a little more shenanigans that went along with that, because they've never released a tank without renouncing it, and in this case they didn't make any. There was no announcement, no nothing, and then on top of it. You know, I think it kind of made people want to buy stuff when it comes out, but it's the only time that they've ever put a tank in the store without saying a word about it. I mean, they want the money from selling these, right? So why would you put it in the store and not say anything? But that's exactly what happened. Whoa, close one. That's exactly what happened with this. So I think the T7 car is histoire. I don't think that guy's there. So anyway, this tank showed up on let's just say a Wednesday. I don't remember exactly. It probably was like a Thursday or Friday. And then I looked at it. I thought, oh, that's cool. They didn't announce this. And I was like, but yeah, I don't need it. So I went to, I was going to buy it maybe like when it went into the store. I was like, well, I got enough gold for it, so I'll just wait till it goes into the store and I'll buy it. Big mistake, because the next day they pulled it back out. So anybody that bought it the first day got it. Nobody else got it. And I think, honestly, like I said, they've never put a premium tank in the premium shop without announcing it first, saying, hey, with this new patch is the CDC or the Panther or the Chinukai. They always announce that they're going to put it in there. So the fact that they snuck this one in without announcing it makes me think that they purposefully did that. And what that does, I think, from a sales standpoint, is it makes people concerned that new tanks that come out are going to be limited. And they're not, if they don't say anything, they can make you more afraid and that you're going to jump on it. I don't know. It's interesting how they did it. They've never done it like that before. They've never done it like that since. So let's see if you can get this, Lorraine. This is a scary position. Because now they have like the quartet. They did the girlfriend, the 1357 grand final version. And they told you, hey, this is only going to be out for a week. So,
Critical hit.
nice. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh! Well, the Lorraine is pretty decent at that kind of stuff. It's actually not a bad artillery, and it reloads very quickly. Though they've changed it a little bit. It used to reload like every 7 seconds, but in fact, I was. Oh, come on, clown car! Wait till you get close. Give it to him. In fact, I probably, if I can, I'll show you that battle too. I did some LEFH battles with a friend, and I had forgotten what a good tank it was, or good artillery and how fast it fires. I actually got a couple kills, and I never play artillery, so combat car is reloading. FTBS is telling him to shoot because he has no idea that this guy has like a 20-second reload. Showing his noobness. Hi, Mater. What's going on, buddy? Oh! Oh. Oh, 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 oh. There is no scoreboard for that one, so we don't know how he did. But we know he got 6 kills. He got Top Gun, obviously. Great game. What a heartbreaker. All right, battle in progress. I'm losing my voice. All right, here's a new submitter. We have X Duffman driving, believe it or not, the AT-15A, a tank that everybody loves to hate. God save the Queen. I agree. And what does it say on the other side? Dreadnought. This is a tank that is hated by most. I personally love it. It is horribly slow, but if you like the British tank destroyer line, it actually fits the line very nicely, and it's gotten some perks lately. It used to have non-preferential matchmaking, but they have since given it preferential matchmaking. So you will only ever see tiers 7 and 8 now going forward. It also has they added additional health. So it used to be like 850, I think, or maybe 900, but now we're up above the 1,000 mark. Pretty cool stuff. The armor is not as good as the armor on the actual AT-15. It's pretty easy to penetrate the front. I believe around the gun is where they get penetrated the most. And of course, the mobility is always an issue. Now you can see here, XI Duffman is using, or Zy Duffman, he's using the fuel, the premium fuel, to give it a bit of a boost in speed, which it kind of needs. So he gets to be a bully in this match, though. It is the 17-pounder gun. While you might complain and say, well, the 17-pounder gun is no good on Tier 7, it's only good on Tier 6, and I would be somewhat close to agree to you for these exact reasons. As you can see here, he's bouncing shots like crazy. The Black Prince, I'm going to remind you, at Tier 7 has the 17-pounder gun as its top gun, so it's actually, you know, it is a Tier 7 gun. It's as hard as it is to believe. But it's not too bad on this platform because of the armor. See here, he's just not getting hit. This Radio Man got derped, but who cares about that, dude? No offense, radio guys. They started to put these guys in their place. Sorry about that, I'm getting interrupted here. So you can see here, he's just bouncing the IS. Using that gun angling and also the nice... Oh, finally somebody gets through. The nice thing about the AT-15A and the AT-15, they have amazing gun traverse. As you can see here, he can move the gun around and get a lot of hits without actually having to move. Another bounce. This IS is moving around. Finally. And I think he's thinking about what's happening over here. Whoa, big hit. The Tog, of course, is being the big experienced Pinata. Can't move fast. This IS. screwed.
We didn't even scratch them.
He did. He broke something.
Enemy is hit.
Probably broke his track.
Enemy armor
Look at the difference in the rolls. 187, 130, 178, 140. Like, what the heck, man? The gun's all over the place.
hit.
Talk about RNG.
We didn't even scratch them. Critical hit.
Now this guy's getting smart and angling. But,
That one didn't go through.
yeah, he broke his track again.
They're not
And he finally gets him.
They killed our driver.
Artillery. Oh, no, VK. Ooh.
Not very well.
Gonna have to heal the driver. Yep. Somehow he healed the driver. Weird. Hold on a sec. Hi, Mater. Another bounce. Another bounce. You get. Mater's got his little truck. Another bounce. And a miss. 243 gets crushed. Still a very even game. The artillery is really the only one that's doing much damage to him. The 3001 is shooting where he was, so he's not spotted at this point.
Penetration.
Now he is.
Enemy armor is hit.
And the artillery has zeroed in, but he's still not able to hit.
Penetration.
Maybe you should move, VK. Oops, sorry about that. Bumped the wrong key. I apologize about changing mic levels. I have had to record this in several different sessions. I try to make it as even as possible, but sometimes the mic's at different volume levels. Of course, there's more noise in my room right now because I got the kids, so it's loud. It's loud in here. Tiger's still up on the hill. Base is being capped. There's our capper right there. SG-100Y. It's about to get a spank down. The SG-100Y does not have a ton of penetration, so... Well, 165, I think, which is still decent, but it's not...
Enemy armor is damaged.
SG-100Y takes aim,
Vehicle destroyed.
but it's the... Somebody else gets serious damage on him. Oh. Oh, tough position, man. Who picked the lesser of two evils, right? I'd be backing out if it were me.
We didn't even scratch them.
Wow, and I can't believe this SG-100Y didn't move up on him. Maybe he's still reloading or something. Boink, like I said.
Critical hit.
No way the 100Y is going to get through this armor. Churchill 7. We now have 17-pounder versus 17-pounder. Actually, no, I'm wrong about that. That's the 7. It's not the BP. I forget what the 7 carries, but it's not very good.
Enemy armor is damaged. Target unlocked.
I feel sad for the Churchill line in general. You know, really, the Churchill 1 on Tier 5 was awesome. I love that tank, but every other one after that I've hated. Had the BP. I probably will have it again someday, but I just burned out. I couldn't do it any longer. It was so bad. I couldn't handle losing all the time, and I just gave up on it. It's fun on a Tier 7 battle, but that's about it. Oh, Smackdown. So we still have that SG-100Y out there somewhere, or SG-100, I apologize, straight old SG-100. And a TOG-2, and the artillery, and we'll speed things up a little bit. There's our aggressive maneuver on his part, but it pays off. Until now.
Penetration.
Dude's got good camo, that's for sure.
Penetration.
Oh.
The radio man is bleeding. We can't rely on.
Ripped to shreds. Time to go after the artillery. I just noticed this. He's actually almost out of ammo, so he's in a very rough situation here. Oh my gosh. That was my mommy calling. One shot left. He's got 13 rounds of HE, but that's not going to do much good. I have never fired all my rounds in this tank before. That's a good battle. You know the battle's going well when you fire all of your rounds. Personally, I would carry less HE, but whatever. Still, it's not very much difference. It's only 13 rounds. And this thing goes through rounds so quickly. I'm impressed. If you fired all the rounds in your tank, you're doing a good job. Every good player that I've seen, that's what they do. They fire them all. So they're going to go for the cap. We'll speed things up till he finds the Tog. Oh, Tog's right there. It's not a great situation for the AT because once again he's... Oh, sorry, I forgot to slow it down.
They killed our driver. We're covering his position.
Killed the driver twice.
Enemy is hit. We didn't even
Oh, lucky. The only shot he did get through was the gold. Let's take a look at that. All right, man. So here is, wow, look at this. So you can't look at this and tell me that the AT-15A sucks. It doesn't. And on tier 7, it's amazing. On tier 8, it's pretty good too, though. Personally, I feel like this tank gets a bad rap. In fact, I put the review out there, and a lot of people were like, thank you for putting this up there because I didn't waste my money on this tank. It makes me sad because this is actually a really good tank. And once again, like the Kehoe, it's not well known about. Look, he got Arsonist. I love that award. But look, he got his Mastery Badge. He got his Ace Tanker. He also got, looks like, is that the Mark of Excellence? I think that's his Mark of Excellence. So, you know, patrol duty, high caliber, steel wall, cool-headed, along with bruiser, fire for effect, duelist, shell-proof fighter. Here's the big stats. He did 4,200 damage. A good portion of it, a third of it, was at a distance more than 300 meters. He also received 36 hits with 33 non-penetrations, doing 5,540 damage freaking blocked. Did I say the armor wasn't so good on this tank? I take it all back. All right, let's move on to the next, probably going to be one of the last replays for this version. I want to apologize once again. I'll let you guys in on a little secret here. Hold on. If you're wondering why you haven't seen your replay yet, I'm just going to show you this. Do you feel my pain yet? So imagine this. The video that you just watched had, I believe, 9 replays in it, plus mine at the end. So making it like 10 or 11. There's like 40 emails here. This is like 7 episodes of programming. So please be patient with me, guys. I know you want to see your replays, and I know people are like, well, what happened to this one that I sent you? Or how come I don't see this one? Or where's that one? And this is the reason why. I've got just tons of people sending me emails, and the ones that I'm hitting right now are from the middle and beginning of April. So it is now almost the end of May. The replays have slowed down a little bit, but I'm swamped. So be patient with me as I get these done. I want you guys, all of your replays to be shown if possible. Some of them I will call out. Like I said, don't send me any more E25 replays. I'll let you know when I open those back up, but I get a ton of E25 replays, and I want the videos to be exciting. So we want to see different tanks. We've already seen, you know, a lot of T-54 lightweight videos. We've already seen a lot of Bulldog videos. We've seen a lot of E25. So this was great. The guys that sent me the I-76, the SU-76I, the Kehoe. I liked it. I forget who sent me the Panzer, the 38T video. That was great. Those are the kind of things that I'm looking for. Things that are going to step out a little bit now from our standard. Hey, we've already seen all these. Now, on the other hand, I run my replays, but things I'm looking forward to, like this M25 Ace Tanker, AMX 1390 replays. We got 2 of them here. I've got a KV2 replay. You know, so Sophie has sent me a couple, an SU, I forget what the name of it is, SU5, I think. Yeah, SU5. He sent me a couple SU5. So these are things that are going to be you're going to be seeing soon. But I just want you to remember, as you're making submissions, try to think about what we haven't seen on the channel yet, because those are more likely to get put in. And honestly, I'm doing my best to put as many in as I can. But you can see I've got quite a load here, and I'm so far behind. I'm almost 2 months behind on getting these done, and now I'm going into the wedding season, so I'm going to get even further behind because I'm getting busier. So just be patient with me. Like I said, try to send in stuff of tanks that we haven't already seen in the videos. Just good battles in general. So let's go ahead. I'm going to run a couple of my replays now, and we'll be done for the night. Here we go, battle in progress. Here we have a nice matchmaking for this tank, mostly tier 7 with a couple tier 8s. That's not something that the grand final gets very often. Obviously, being a scout tank, it gets harsh matchmaking. I've never actually taken a tank up here before. So as you can see in a new maneuver, I hit the wall. This KV-85 bounces the BIS, and I make a wrong maneuver. Oops, I should have gone the other way. And I stopped. What is this guy doing? Lost half my health already, right? It's not looking so good, except for I'm in the GF, and when I play this tank, I almost always do well. What I'm really afraid of, and I've heard people saying that it's going to happen as a fact, I don't know this for a fact, and I don't know that I agree necessarily, because they kind of don't do this unless they absolutely have to, but they're talking about that they are going to nerf this tank. I hope that they don't, because it's honestly not that fast of a scout. In fact, I'm using the fuel to keep it going quickly. It's not slow, but compared to some of the other French scouts, it's actually kind of a slug. So its gun is its strong point, but people are saying, well, with the 1 second refire rate and a 15-second reload, it's too much. So they're talking about getting rid of something on the tank that will make it harder to play. I hope that they don't. Because it's such a limited edition tank, it'd be sucky if they started screwing with the... But you know what? They've done it to the Type 59. Had to get that last shot off. Getting greedy. And the gun honestly does rip everything apart, but it doesn't do a lot of kills. As you can see here, I haven't killed a lot yet. I've just done a lot of damage. I've put tanks in a position where they just can't even function. That Tiger, man, after I was done beating the crap out of his head, he couldn't even function. He's just sitting there pointing at me while he's getting surrounded, not even aware that that's happening. So I see my opportunity to go after the artillery, but then I realize, you know what? I'm not going to go up there with this Hellcat sitting there. I'm going to free up our team. This whole team here is stuck because the Hellcat's got them locked down.
Ready to fire.
He's spotting them, and the artillery is hitting him. We need to put a stop to this.
Enemy armor is hit. Penetration. Gotcha.
Yep. And that's how you put an end to it. So the 43 is ticked off, and he's coming after me. He knows his time is limited, and he knows he's no longer protected, so he figures he's going to do a TD mode. But somebody hits him hard, and I just
Armor is destroyed.
help him along his way to glory. And their team has completely crumbled. So this is a nice short battle for a video. See if I can get any other kills here, but it looks like we're about to cap out, so I don't think I'll be able to do anything more. What a great tank, though. I really hope they don't nerf this thing. And for those of you that got it, you know what I'm talking about. This thing is a lot of fun to play. And that's the whole thing with the premium tanks. They should be fun. If you're paying money, I'm not saying that like winning is fun, but it is, of course. But just mobile tanks that are fun to play, like the CDC, like the T-54 prototype. These tanks are changing the way that we think of premium tanks. And the whole new Berlin Quartet, they're so much fun. Now, they're premium, they're limited edition. But that's okay. Hey, man, keep putting out limited edition tanks. Put out the Fury. Put out, a Gross Tractor. Put out something that you're not going to sell every day. And let us, decide if we're going to buy it or not. But even if they're only limited time editions or limited edition tanks, time-wise, they're fun tanks to play. And it makes me want to spend money on the game. When I get a tank that I like the Super Pershing, where it's an okay tank, but it's frustrating. Or the Jag Tiger, where it's so slow, and it's a good tank, but it's frustrating to play. It's not fun to play it. But then I hop in this thing, and I hop in my, Rudy, and I hop in the Cromwell B, and all of a sudden I'm having a blast, and I'm laughing, and I'm playing with other people, and we're having a good time. That's what they should be about. It doesn't mean that they have to be overpowered, but make them good tanks. And don't sell them for a long period of time. That's fine. But give us tanks that are capable. And I think that they're going to see that they're going to be successful selling them like that. They're not necessarily pay to win, but they're just as good as their counterparts. They have the same weaknesses. They have the same strengths. But you paid money for them. So I don't have a problem with that. It's just if they're going to sell them and they're better than what's on that tier. So anyway, that's my rant. Let's see how I did. Not too shabby. This is a good take home, man. I did a lot of damage. I did 1,500 damage, 19 penetrations and 21 shots. So don't tell me that this tank doesn't have enough penetration. It's got plenty. I did actually block nothing. I received 480 damage. That was the hit from somebody big, or maybe 2 hits. I don't know, but it was a good hit. Detected 4 enemies. Damage done upon detracking or detecting. So I did detecting here was 982 damage from our teammates. I actually did more damage myself. That's one of the fun things about this scout. You can actually do a lot of damage with it. Most scouts, you're just taking a shot here and there. But ones like the M4, you're going to put out the M41. The Bulldog. You're going to put out the T-37. You're going to put out the RU, the Spiehpanzer. You need to put out a premium scout that's fun to play and has the output that those other tanks do, and that's exactly what this is. So, this is a fun scout to play. It gets people like me who don't play scouts interested in light tanks. So, anyway, once again, I'm done preaching. Next. So, as you guys know, I've been having a lot of fun in my Cromwell B. Here I have Quirty Presser and Mr. Mean, and we are out here running a trio of Cromwell Bs in a couple battles here, and I'm just going to highlight the fun parts. But it just shows you, even when you're not top tier, how you can rip things up, and we are, of course, losing this battle from the outset, but we end up turning it around and winning it. Whoops. Just couldn't react fast enough to help. It does take these tanks a little while to aim up and reload. I'm seeing that Mr. Mean is kind of getting surrounded. Artillery is firing at me. I'm going to try to help Mr. Mean out. These guys are pushing through. I'm like, oh, dang. Somehow, I guess I was still spotted. The Panther knew I was here, and he's coming after me. And here's where I make a mistake. I decide that I have enough time to turn around, and I just didn't. I should have kept backing. And I'm thinking, oh, help. Please help. Ouch. Help. No. Because you can't. Oh, and this Panther just doesn't want to give up. He's got it in for me, man. So I'm going to look at that sweet drift. Oh, yeah. Like an RX-7, man. These guys are... We swarm them. No hope whatsoever. Cromwell B is kicking some butt. But here's where inexperience comes in the Cromwell. Things are going my way. I'm going to catch up and kill these guys from the... Whoops!
We're done for. Everyone get out.
And I say that's what I get for driving and texting. Because it is what I got for driving and texting. Killed. All right, so joining a battle in progress. The hill is not an area that I normally go. But we're going to try things out here. Got a lot of stuff going on around us. And once again, I'm with Mr. Mean and Quirty Presser, or Ross. I should have taken shots on all those guys. I was too busy looking close and not looking far. And you can see here we're getting surrounded. There's a T-29 back here, but Mr. Mean gets walloped. Jackson takes him out.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Paybacks. And I'm realizing this is probably not best to go face to face with these guys.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Oops. And our Type 64 for some reason thinks I don't want to ever back up and just pushes in there. So I give him the spot. I'm like, you know what? Go ahead, get killed.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Once again, this is a great gun. It really is fairly reliable against pretty much anything you run into. And I'm thinking, man, that IS-2 looks nice and soft. Maybe we should give him a little kissy-wissy. The kiss of death. The kiss of death. And oops. No kiss of death. We'll pass it on to the T-29 instead.
Enemy armor is hit. Penetration.
And this guy can't do anything. He's completely surrounded.
Enemy is hit.
Uh-oh. And Tiger 2 takes him out just in time. And at this point, we are now romping them.
Target acquired.
Well, I guess 2 tanks difference is not really a romp. Really? A critical?
Penetration. Penetration. I don't see the target.
And so we do some more crushing. And I just love this tank. This thing is just a blast. It's a hoot. So we're down 1, but we're still doing pretty good. Once again, flank and spank, flank and spank. Oh,
Enemy
yeah, that
armor
works
is
too.
damaged.
Uh-oh.
Enemy is hit.
He's coming after me. That's all right, though. No problems. Ross takes the
Enemy armor is
risky
damaged.
maneuver, and we're going to
Penetration.
pull a duet on this T-64 Super Pershing. He misses again as he fires on Ross.
Penetration.
No luck.
Enemy is hit.
And I'm just penetrating right through.
Is hit.
He's had to keep his front to the enemies, so... And Row Signal gets the kill. Now it's time to go after this T-43. Next victim. Maybe. He's pretty spanked up, though. Aww. That's alright. Let the Pershing do his work. Yeah, so if you can keep this if you can keep these moving and keep them, you know, busy, you'll do a lot of damage there. So anyway, I just thought I was going to say before I rudely interrupted myself that I just thought I'd share those last 2 battles with you before I go, because they're kind of fun battles, and that's what I'll do. You know, if you guys see me online, you can always send an invite. Don't feel bad if I say no. It's not anything personal. Just usually I'm either recording with somebody else or I have clan activities going on. So if you get me on there and I'm like, no, I can't platoon right now, it's not because I'm trying to be mean. It's just because I'm busy. So, all right, guys, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you on the battlefield. Have a great night. Talk to you soon. Bye.